Hey everybody, welcome to new videos. So today we're looking at the patch notes that were recently brought to the game. I am a few days late, but I was gone and I thought the patch notes were significant enough to actually make a video on. Typically there's not that much being changed, just a few balance changes, but the actual patch notes this time is pretty big. There's a lot of changes that I thought were worth mentioning. So let's go ahead and just get straight into them. Now honestly, most of them are pretty good changes. There's just one or two that I'm pretty disappointed with. So one of the first big changes is that you can now buy gold boxes in the garage. They're no longer available in the shop. Now, I forgot the original price for gold boxes. I'm not sure if they were actually being sold for tank coins, but now they're only 150 tank coins. It's not too much, but for one gold box, which is equivalent to 1,000 crystals, not really worth. Maybe back when gold boxes were fun to catch, it would have been worth, but now I'm not really sure. Another change is that you can no longer buy supplies separately, like 1-3 at a time. You have to buy them in groups of a time. This isn't the end of the world. We can see with sales, obviously it's not a big change. I think it's more to make it simpler for mobile players. At least that's what I heard in the whole vlog. Another pretty cool change is that they changed how the shot effects work on Railgun. You can see they look a lot cooler now. I mean, is this a change we're asking for? Not really, but it's one of those changes where I'm really excited by it. I really like how the new shot effects look. It'd be cool to see different shot effects for every single turret in the game. Obviously, it'll probably be a long time before we get anywhere near that. Just look how cool it is, man. It's a very cool looking shot effect. At first, when I saw a video by Devin Devoid, he had a new shot effect video and I thought it was an actual troll, like he edited it in a blender or something. I went ahead and changed my shot effect. Still the same effect, but man, it looks really nice. I would love to see these changes for different turrets, like I said previously. Maybe Firebird different shot effect would be cool. I'm not sure how they could really change it up, to be honest, but just give us stuff like this more frequently, because if we get a different shot effect every 6 months, who really cares, right? It's just gonna get boring by that point. They also kind of reworked how containers are. I mean, there's nothing really big that was changed with them. I guess I can open up 6 of my rare containers that I got from the whole contracts thing. You can skip it a little bit easier. It shows the rewards a bit differently now. And then at the very end, you can see all your rewards like this. It's kind of a minor change. I'm not sure if I like the boxes being around it. I'm not sure, actually. Let me check it again. Having this box around it kind of makes it look a little bit more cheesy than it was, but it's not a terrible change. There's also new ways to report players. You can report messages. It's not that big a deal for me. You can also report pro battle names, and you can report messages in the battle chat. There's also a brand new damage indicators option just in the battle settings here. I'm not sure if I'll ever have this turned on other than just showing you guys in the video. Let's go ahead and find an enemy. You can see when they shoot you, there's a whole indicator. It's pretty big. I'm not sure I would ever use it just because of how big it is. Maybe on longer ranged maps where there's a hidden shaft or hidden magnum shooting at you, it might be important. But honestly, it's more of a mobile update, I would think. It's just kind of big in the way a lot. Tanki also added a bunch of the driver, blaster, and lifeguard augments to normal containers in the legendary rarity. Chance isn't even a 0.1%, which is kind of ridiculous, but I mean, they're there now. And it's kind of funny because blaster for Crusader is an exotic rarity, which doesn't make any sense to me. Why not just throw this into normal containers as well? Now, there's also a pretty big nerf for Juggernaut. Let's go ahead and go over this actually in the notes because I'm not like super technical when it comes to this. So the reload was increased for Terminator, so you shoot slower. Your warm-up was increased. Warm-up, I forget. I guess it takes longer to actually shoot your railgun shot. Aiming time increased. Reload after salvo increased. Critical damage chance increased. Okay, critical damage chance, I don't understand that. But they somewhat nerfed the turret. Now your overall health was massively decreased by what? This looks like 30% almost. Healing from overdrive decreased, overdrive passive charge rate increased, so you get overdrive a little bit faster. And then the damage from self-destruction was decreased. So they massively nerfed the Juggernaut health and just its ability to get kills super fast, which I think is good. Hopefully it'll mean less people play. Now this is the big change I'm not actually happy with, is that they made it a lot harder to finish battles before the required time. Now in Capture the Flag, 7 flags was actually doable if you had a decent team, but 10 is going to take a lot longer to finish. There was something about finishing battles before the allotted time ended that made it super fun to grind out with friends. Like the best part about grouping was being able to finish battles fast, especially in Assault or CTF. Assault, you know, have to capture 2 more flags worth. I just don't see this change and the reason for this change. Team Juggernaut getting 15 Juggernaut kills, that's already almost impossible. 10 was already hard enough to finish a battle early. You're never going to be finishing Juggernaut battles early ever again. I just don't understand this change. I like being able to finish a battle early. I don't like long battles. The only reason long battles worked back in the day with pro battles is you could pick the map you wanted, you could pick the mode you wanted, and you could pick which team you were on. So having long battles back then was actually nice because you could literally play the battles that you wanted to play as long as you wanted. Now you're forced to play 13 minutes in a map you don't like, in a mode you don't like, against enemies you don't like, which is why I just think this change is kind of not that great. Because if you were going against an OP team, they could just destroy you, get the battle over with, go to the next one fast. But now it's going to be even harder to finish battles fast. I'm not a huge fan of this change. Everything else was really nice, especially the railgun shot effects. It'd be cool if we could get something else like that in the future, just, you know, more frequently. Getting these updates super slowly every 4 weeks to a month is just really slow, especially with these long events. But let me know what you guys think about these patch notes. Don't forget to use creator tag Taspens in the item shop. See you in a future video. Peace out.